This is going to be an extension of the state of reality video. This is something that I've been thinking about a lot, how do we destroy the ego? So, you aren't your thoughts. When you think about it, when you think about it, you're not your thoughts, right? You're just this kind of moving awareness. And when you come to a 0 point of awareness and you've got nothing going through your noggin and you're just at peace and at rest, um, then you really don't have any inertia, right? You're not going in any direction. You're directionless in the void. And so your ego just kind of dissolves. And the reality is, your ego really doesn't exist. You can exist in whatever state you want. You can concentrate on just your toe, and just experience your toe, or you can dissolve into the group consciousness and just exist as a group consciousness. So your ego is just kind of whatever you make it. It's just, I guess you could define it as a whole or part. Um, think of it that way. So if we think of states of matter, which is kind of a dumb term, matter really doesn't exist. There's just different ways that awarenesses hold energy. So when you're looking at this picture, like we said in the first video, an atom or a molecule is just a smaller awareness that is moving a specific amount of energy depending on the structure of the awarenesses within. So think about, an organism where you've got a cat, I just looked at a cat, versus a person. It's a collection of awarenesses or cells, which is another collection of awarenesses or atoms in a specific structure that's moving a certain amount of energy. And it's all based on frequency, right? Because information creates that structure, and so the frequency creates the structure of those awarenesses. And so when you've got gas versus liquid versus solid, more complex structure, which is holding more energy, which therefore has more inertia. The idea is to have less and less inertia in order to expand your awareness. If you're a gas, you have this giant awareness, right? I mean, think about how much gas is in the atmosphere versus being just a solid. Pick any solid, it's going to have more inertia than the gas that you're looking at, and less awareness at the same time. So like compare the liquid ocean to how much air is in the atmosphere. There's obviously more air in the atmosphere than there is liquid in the ocean. I don't know, that'd be an interesting statistic. How much ocean water is in the Earth's crust versus air above. There's got to be more air, right? I mean, look straight up above your head, and how much distance there is between you and the upper atmosphere and the ionosphere versus, even if you went to the middle of the Pacific Ocean, you're 6 miles deep over the Mariana Trench. It's still going to be more space and more awareness in the air than there is in the ocean. But these are just kind of concepts to try and wrap your mind around about expansion of awareness and limiting your inertia. So, when you're when you're not heading in any direction, then it allows you to absorb more information and then expand your awareness and then pick your direction easier. This is something that I've been thinking about as far as even the project I'm working on, right? Trying to make more people aware of decentralization. How much more important it would be to decentralize, because then you're not centralized, right? I mean, you're decentralizing, so you're creating a larger awareness that is equal on all sides, and so you're expanding consciousness. Society is trying to move to an expanded awareness, expanded consciousness. But as long as we are just focused on one little thing, we're just heading in one little direction, you've got your inertia and you're just headed this direction, but so your awareness is just focused in one spot, when a lot of times in order to expand your possibilities, you kind of have to take a break and let your awareness expand and your creativity decide which direction you want to go. And then, maybe that's the best path for your own evolution. So think about that today. And excuse me. Think about that today. And we'll label this state of reality video number 8, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to call it. Have a great day, guys.